Hello and welcome to Celtic Spirit Tarot, the home for all your messages channeled through the ancient spirit of the Celts. I don't do any particular star sign, so just trust that you have been brought here for a reason. And as with all collective readings, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay. So today I'm going to do a little Christmas spirit message from the angels to see what there's coming through for you. Apologise to my subscribers, I haven't posted in a while. I am trying to post like more regularly, even if it's just like once a week, particularly just even like a weekly card reading. I'm just trying to sort of fit this around work, and then sort of the last 2 weeks I've had a terrible cold. You may be able to still hear it in my voice. I've had that horrible cold that's going around. So let's see what messages we've got from the angels, and then we shall pull some tarot cards. So, bought myself a little Christmas present, some new oracle cards, which didn't go very well. I'm looking for some new oracle cards, which I'm really looking forward to using. They looked really good, so I'm awaiting them. Let's see what's coming through for you, for my collective. What Christmas angel message do I have for the collective? Oh, something's just flipped. Let's set that out. Oh, romance. Okay, see what that means. Could be, these two just fell out. Look for a sign, improving health. Right, we'll go with those reads. On the bottom we've got be assertive. Romance could be anything. It could be new romance coming in. Perhaps it's already come through. It could be just to do with your love life at the moment. We've also got look for a sign. This generally means, you can see that, signs from the universe. So the universe is always speaking to us with signs and synchronicities, whether it's angel numbers, whether it's seeing a particular message or seeing a particular name. If it's to do with romance, you could be seeing a particular name a lot. It could be someone you know, someone you don't know yet. So, and then proving health, which, you know, can be physical health. It can also be, you know, your mental health. Anything like that. So let's do some tarot cards. We'll do a card for each one of the angel numbers. Okay. I don't do the fancy shuffle with these cards anymore because they got a bit bent and crooked the first and only time I did it, so I try and avoid that because I want to keep them in, because these are like my favourite cards. These are my Celtic Tarot deck and they're really nice, they're really smart. And that was the Emperor that just flipped there. So yeah, I don't know if my voice sounds awful, I don't know if it's shown on the camera. So can I have a tarot card please for the romance card? So one tarot card please for my collective, for the romance angel card please. What have we got coming through? Ooh, okay, 8 of Cups. Okay, so that's walking away. Something's flipped. Queen of Wands. Okay, 8 of Cups. What have we got for improving health please, spirits? What tarot card do we have for the angel message improving health for my collective, please? What tarot card do we have for my collective for improving health, please? There's 2 that's come out. Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles. I'm not sure whether to take those or not because it's 2. I'm going to put those back, but a Knight of Swords is rushing. King of Pentacles is like being grounded, stability. So maybe you need to like slow down on something. There's a lot flipping. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. 5 of Cups, which is leaving something behind, past in particular. Okay, what's this one? 4 of Wands. That's like the 11 card. Right, one Celtic. Oh my goodness me. There's so much. 6 of Swords, walking away. Queen of Wands, that's come out twice. And there's the Death card. Okay, maybe I'm going to put the Queen of Wands because it's come out twice now. 6 of Swords is, you know, moving into calmer waters. Can I have a tarot card? Oh my goodness me. Queen of Swords, 9 of Wands. So much coming through. One tarot card, please, for the angel message. Look for a sign, please. What tarot card have we got for the angel message? Look for a sign for the collective, please, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, goodness. The Chariot. I know you said the Chariot then. Judgment at the bottom. There was so many messages coming through. The Hangman, waiting. Judgment Day. That's like a judgment call, like decision. Knight of Cups. Justice. There's a lot of like Ace of Swords, clarity. There's a lot of kind of like we saw, was it the Knight of Swords? A lot of kind of clarity and like judgment sort of cards coming in, which is quite interesting. And we, you know, we had like this, the 5 of, so before I go off on a tangent, so the first card, romance. So this is obviously a love situation, and we've got the 8 of Cups, which is walking away. It's leaving something behind. Take it as it resonates, but I'm going on a theory here to try to give you more kind of clarity, just because of the other cards that were sort of flipping out. Like we had the 6 of Swords and the 5 of Cups, which are very similar. 5 of Cups, like in the original tarot deck, there's sort of 3, it's like 3 cups down, 2 up, and the person in the card is like turned away from the ones that are up. So that's kind of not seeing the positives and not seeing what's available or what's going to happen. It can sometimes mean in the future, like, you know, if it is like a relationship that's broken down, it could mean that there's something better coming in your love life, which is why something has come down with the 5 of Cups. But it's generally like something ending, you know, leaving something behind. And the 6 of Swords and the 5 of Cups is also about kind of letting go of the past. And the 6 of Swords is also about moving away from something, and is also about letting go. And in this deck, it's particularly letting something go sort of gracefully. So in the Celtic Tarot deck, she's, you know, the person, there's the woman and the man, don't get attached to genders. The man's died and the woman's kind of letting him off with that kind of funeral energy, which is basically not saying that anyone's died, but it's kind of like, even if someone's done you wrong, it's kind of like, and it's hard, and trust me, I know it's hard to get into this energy, but it's kind of like wishing them all the best, and, you know, not wishing ill, and just letting it go kind of gracefully. So not having grudges or resentment or kind of anything like that, which I get sometimes is really hard. So I do kind of feel like this is quite possibly a past situation that may be still affecting a lot of you. For some of you, it may be something that's going to happen in the near future. That could be something that's happening now, but I really kind of think this is some sort of relationship, or it's romance related thing that's, you know, happened not a long time ago, but it's happened in the past, like months ago, maybe even years ago, that kind of thing. And it's like you need to kind of like let go and move on from it. That's what I'm getting the feeling. With swords as well, swords are all about being in the head. So, you know, again, that's what's just making me think it's not a physical kind of separation. That's already happened. It's like a mental separation, which is, again, which can explain why we've got the improving health as well. I mean, this could mean anything, but my intuition is telling me that this is like mental health. And the Queen of Wands energy, excuse my voice, it must sound really awful. Wands are all about kind of like action, you know, action and sometimes conflict. And I feel like being in the Queen of Wands energy, it's like, you know, obviously it's fire sign, so it's quite fiery, but it's like, it's being positive, it's knowing the way to go kind of thing. And it's just like having a plan. It's just like having a way forward, like having something to focus on, like in order to improve your mental health. I don't know, maybe focusing on career, or just focusing on a hobby, or just being with friends, whatever is needed to improve your mental health. I'm kind of getting the word isolation. I don't know if that means anything to you, whether any of you are kind of isolating yourselves at the moment, maybe quite depressed and stuff. I'm getting a bit of kind of isolation and sadness. That's the feelings I'm getting right now. And look for a sign. So this is a clear sign from Spirit to say that, you know, we are with you, we are supporting you with this. You're not alone, even though you may feel alone, you may feel no one understands you. And it's just about keeping, I don't know if I said, I've got these cards which I made myself. I say made myself, there's nothing artistic about them, I've just written on some paper. But they're basically like signs from the universe, and I'm going to do them at the end of this reading. So look out for anything. It could be a song on the radio, not just on the radio, but a song that you hear randomly, maybe when you're out shopping or whatever, just a song that you hear randomly that may, you know, the lyrics may resonate with you. It could be seeing angel numbers. It could be seeing something. If you are still kind of hung up on this past love, you may be seeing their name a lot. Sometimes it can be a sign that you're meant to be, but it can also, these are two ways. If you're thinking about someone a lot, you're sending out that energy, so you are gonna see a lot of things that remind you of them. Again, I can relate. You're going to see their name, do you know what I mean? And you may think that's a sign of like reunion. And the best way to kind of work out, this is advice I've got from someone else, I think another tarot reader on YouTube, which I thought was the best advice. If you're getting all these signs about a particular person, like your things that remind you of them, or you're seeing the name, try and pull back your energy, and then if it still continues, then perhaps there's something more there. But if you pull back your energy and you're distracting yourself and you're thinking about them less, which I get is easier said than done, then you'll know whether it's just because you're stuck in your head about them, or whether there is unfinished business. If you pull back your energy, then, and you'll see if you still keep seeing their name a lot and stuff, still keep seeing these signs. And, you know, especially if you pull back their energy, they will feel that, and then they will potentially pursue you. But that's just like advice. I'm just getting for the feeling that this is something you need to move on from. And we've got the Chariot with this sign there. The Chariot is a very sort of forward moving card. It's sometimes with the two horses, it can mean being pulled in different directions, but I think it's about knowing the way and just taking action, like the same with the Queen of Wands. And yeah, I feel like that's the kind of message for you today is, you know, find something, do something that's going to try and improve your health, whatever that can be for you. You know, pamper yourself, run a bath, meditation. Maybe you've never tried that. Maybe try some positive affirmations. Work on your heart chakra as well. When it comes to things to do with romance and friendships, your heart chakra. But remember to work on the first three before if you haven't done already, work on the bottom 3 chakras, and then you can work on your heart. And yeah, just looking after yourself, improving your mental health any way that you can. Perk yourself up. Recently I went and bought myself a couple of lovely dresses, and it felt very nice. You know, maybe a bit of kind of retail therapy, whatever works for you, whatever you think will work. And, you know, just take it easy. There's no kind of rush to it. It's all in your own sort of time, but there's definitely a clear message that you need to kind of move on from something here and let something go, and just try any way you can to like distract yourself from it, and not be like a prisoner to your past, if that makes sense. I feel like all the cards that were sort of, that's the other deck, that was sort of coming out here. So we've got the Hermit on the bottom, which isolation, 5 of Swords underneath. So yeah, we've got like Judgment, Hangman, which is kind of waiting. So maybe you're like waiting for him to come back. Knight of Cups can be someone coming in, pardon me, Justice. The Hierophant can mean marriage. Maybe this was a marriage that ended. And then we've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, which is about new beginnings. But Ace of Swords is like clarity, but that's further along the line. And I feel like, you know, you will find the one. You will find your soulmate, your divine partner. But you've got to kind of move on from this first, you know, get in that kind of healing energy. So let's see what signs and synchronicities the universe is going to send to you, my lovely watchers. Okay, what signs do we have coming through? You know, this is kind of like a Christmas message, but there's not a major kind of time on this, so I would say just take it as it resonates. Oh, 999 on the top there, which is a cycle coming to the close. Sometimes, excuse me, when you see 99 a lot, it can be spirit saying that you need to end a cycle. Sometimes spirit will end cycles for you, but other times you have to be the one to kind of end the cycle. And I feel like with the Queen of Wands and the Chariot, it's all within you, like spirit's within you, but this spirit is with you, but this has to come from you. It's sort of coming out. Maybe I'll separate and then just like pick from the top. So we've got 111, new beginnings. It's also a manifestation. 444, that's kind of like a very supportive to say we're with you sort of message. Magpie. So yeah, if you've been seeing magpies, or you may start seeing magpies, they can sometimes be like a sign of 888s on the bottom. Like trickery, because they're kind of that whole magpie stealing your gold, even though they don't quite do that in real life. They can be a bit of a trickery, like a crafty. So if you've had someone who's been a bit crafty around you, but they can be a symbol of, you know, really good hope. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope that resonates. Please let me know in the comments below. I'm also on TikTok and Facebook, so and please subscribe if you like the channel to get notified of some more messages. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.